Did you know a single railway line helped spark World War I? It sounds crazy, but it's true. This isn't just about trains. It's a story of ambition, oil, and a geopolitical chess match that set the world on fire. This is the incredible tale of the Berlin-Baghdad Railway. Our story starts in the late 19th century. The Ottoman Empire, once a mighty force, was now known as the sick man of Europe. Its vast territories were crumbling, and European powers were circling like vultures, ready to pick at the remains. Meanwhile, a newly unified and ambitious Germany was flexing its muscles. Under Kaiser Wilhelm II, Germany craved its place in the sun, its own colonial empire to rival Britain and France. The Germans devised a grand plan called Drang nach Osten, or the Drive, to the east. The centerpiece of this strategy was a massive infrastructure project, a railway stretching from Berlin all the way to Baghdad, the heart of Mesopotamia. Officially, it was about trade and modernizing the Ottoman Empire. Unofficially, it was a geopolitical masterstroke. This railway would give Germany direct access to the Persian Gulf, bypassing the British-controlled Suez Canal. More importantly, it would open up the vast, untapped oil fields of Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq. At the dawn of the 20th century, oil was becoming the new gold, powering navies and industries. Whoever controlled the oil controlled the future. The project began in 1903. German engineers and financiers, led by Deutsche Bank, poured resources into the ambitious venture. They envisioned a steel artery pumping German goods and influence deep into the Middle East. For the Ottoman Sultan, Abdul Hamid II, the railway was a lifeline. It would help him centralize control over his fractured empire, move troops quickly to quell rebellions, and hopefully revitalize his struggling economy. But not everyone was thrilled. Britain, the dominant global power, watched with growing alarm. The railway was a direct threat to their imperial interests. A German presence in the Persian Gulf, unthinkable. It challenged their naval supremacy and endangered the jewel in their crown, India. British politicians and newspapers began to paint the railway as a sinister German plot, a gun pointed at the heart of India. Russia also felt threatened. The Tsar's empire had long dreamed of controlling the Black Sea Straits and expanding its influence southward. The Berlin-Baghdad Railway, strengthening the Ottoman Empire and bringing German power to their southern border, was a nightmare scenario for St. Petersburg. They saw it as a German-Ottoman alliance aimed squarely at them. France, Germany's longtime rival, was worried too. They had significant financial investments in the Ottoman Empire, particularly in Syria and Lebanon. The German railway threatened to sideline French economic interests and diminish their cultural influence in the region. Suddenly, this single railway project was creating a powerful anti-German bloc. As construction pushed forward, the political temperature rose. The railway became a symbol of Germany's growing power and ambition. The British, French, and Russians, who had been rivals for centuries, found a common enemy. This shared fear was a key ingredient in the formation of the Triple Entente alliance that would face Germany and its allies in World War I. The railway's route was deliberately planned. It snaked through Anatolia, crossing the formidable Taurus Mountains. This required incredible feats of engineering, with dozens of tunnels and bridges. Each mile of track laid was another step towards German dominance in the region. For the locals, the railway brought jobs and a glimpse of modernity, but it also brought foreign control and disruption. By 1914, significant portions of the railway were complete, but crucial gaps remained, especially in the treacherous mountain ranges and across the Syrian desert. The Germans were racing against time. They knew that a direct land route to the Middle East would be a massive strategic advantage in any future conflict. They could transport troops and supplies, bypassing the Royal Navy entirely. Then, in June 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand was assassinated in Sarajevo. A regional crisis quickly spiraled into a global catastrophe. As the great powers mobilized for war, the unfinished Berlin-Baghdad Railway played a crucial behind-the-scenes role. Germany's alliance with the Ottoman Empire was now more important than ever. The Ottomans, encouraged by their German partners and seeing a chance to reclaim lost territories, officially joined the Central Powers in October 1914. During the war, the completed sections of the railway proved invaluable to the Ottoman-German war effort. They were used to move troops and equipment to fronts in Mesopotamia, Palestine, and the Caucasus. The British campaign to capture Baghdad, for instance, was made far more difficult by the Ottomans' ability to reinforce their positions using the railway. However, the incomplete sections created major bottlenecks. In the Taurus and Amanus Mountains, supplies had to be unloaded from trains, transported by animals or trucks over grueling terrain, and then reloaded onto another train. This logistical nightmare severely hampered the Central Powers' military operations in the Middle East. Despite the difficulties, the railway was a testament to German engineering and determination. Even under wartime pressure, construction continued. German engineers and Ottoman laborers worked relentlessly to close the gaps. The dream of a seamless steel corridor from Berlin to Baghdad was still alive. But by 1918, the tide had turned. The Central Powers were collapsing. The Ottoman Empire, exhausted and defeated, signed an armistice. With their defeat, the grand German dream of an Eastern Empire evaporated. The Berlin-Baghdad Railway, the symbol of that ambition, was left incomplete. After the war, the Ottoman Empire was carved up by the victorious Allies, primarily Britain and France. They took control of the very territories and the oil fields that Germany had coveted. The railway itself was broken up and divided among the new states of Turkey, Syria, and Iraq. The great transnational project was no more. So, did the railway cause World War I? Not by itself. The war was the result of a complex web of nationalism, imperialism, militarism, and tangled alliances. But the Berlin-Baghdad Railway was a powerful catalyst. It was a physical manifestation of Germany's challenge to the existing world order. It crystallized the fears of Britain, France, and Russia, pushing them closer together and hardening the battle lines for the coming conflict. It concentrated the great power rivalries of the age onto a single, 1,600-kilometer stretch of steel. It was a fight for influence, for resources, and for the future of the Middle East. The story of the railway is a powerful reminder of how infrastructure projects are never just about economics. They are about power. Today, parts of the old railway are still in use, integrated into the national rail networks of Turkey, Syria, and Iraq. But the grand, unified vision of a train from Berlin to Baghdad remains a historical what-if. It stands as a silent monument to a bygone era of imperial ambition, a project that helped pave the road to one of the deadliest conflicts in human history. What do you think? Was the railway a brilliant strategic move by Germany, or a reckless gamble that backfired spectacularly? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you found this story fascinating, be sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden histories that shaped our world.